Mhm.
Welcome everyone to another night of chaos magic. Thank you all for coming together. Um, no hate speech. We all pretty much know the drill by now. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Let's get down to some chaos magic. We've got a nice little group tonight. Starting out with Bill. Bill, if you could unmute and bless us with some magic, we would love that.
Hey, thank you. All right, I'm going to start off with a cover and then I'll do an original. And I want to do this song. This is one that it's written and performed by Donovan, which is one that Gustav really loved Donovan's music, and as did I. So anyway, I'd like to do this song, and again, thinking of him. Hope you like it. It's called Epistle to Derol. Come all Easter, Easter fish, living in the deep blue sea. Crawl to me, I have a proposition to make thee. Would you walk the North Sea floor to Belgium from England? Bring me word of the banjo man with a tattoo on his hand. The spokesman of the starfish spoke as spokesman should. If you met our fee, then certainly we would. If you cast a looking glass upon the scallop sand, you'll have word of this banjo man with a tattoo on his hand. Come all ye starry starfish, I know your ways are caped. Maybe it's because you're astrologically shaped. Converse with the herring shoals, as I know you can. Bring me word of the banjo man with a tattoo on his hand. The eldest of the starfish spoke after a sigh. Youthful as you are, young man, you have a wisdom eye. Surely you must know a looking glass is made from sand. These young fish are fooling you about this banjo man. Come then, aged starfish, riddle me no more. For news I am weary, and my heart is sore. Along the silent seashore, help me if you can. Tell to me if you know of this banjo man. All through the 7 oceans, I am a star most famed. Many leggies have I lost, and many have I gained. Strange to say, quite recently I've been to Flemish land. And if you are courteous, I'll tell you all I can. You have my full attention, I answered him with glee. His brother's stars were twinkling in the sky above the sea. So there I sat, there with rapt attention on the sand, very anxious for to hear of the banjo man. I have seen this tattooed hand through a shipboard hole, steaming on the watery main, through the waves so cold. I heard his tinkling banjo and his voice so grand, but you must come to Belgium to shake his tattooed hand. Oh, gladly would I come, gladly would I go, had I not my work to do and my face to show. I rejoice to hear he's well, but I must go inland. Thank you for the words you brought of this banjo man. I walked along the evening sand as charcoal clouds did shift, revealing the moon shining on the pebble drift, contemplating every other word the starfish said. Whistly winds, they filled my dream in my dreaming bed. Okay, Mr. Donovan. Now I'd like to do an original. And let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What I wanted to do is... I can't find it right now. I'll just do...
While you're looking, I just have to say that was just so beautiful. I love that. Like, I had to find the lyrics and sing along with you. It was
It's a
amazing.
beautiful song. Donovan is one of the most least in my opinion, he was probably more poetic than Dylan was. Certainly more musical in a lot of ways, I thought. But he didn't get the recognition that Dylan did. I mean, taking nothing away from Mr. Zimmerman, but I love Donovan's music, his words, everything about his act. But he was second fiddle all the way, apparently.
I still kicked ass.
Not in my book, but he was in in terms of the music scene back in the late 60s and 70s. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to do one. I can't find the one I wanted to do. I don't want to wait everybody up here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do one song that I wrote when I've done this before, but when I took my daughter to Ireland when she graduated from college a number of years ago. It's called A Sojourn to the Emerald Isle. Hope you like it. You probably all heard it, but just in case. Do 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 do. Sorry, let me try it again. Do 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 do. LAX to Dublin Airport, 9 hours in the stratosphere. Father and daughter filial bonding in the land of the Emerald Isle. Mini Nissan, right side driving, unforgiving roundabout. Old brick and stone cities, green meadows, rainy sky. Do 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 do. Limerick City, rough and weathered, vibrant people so down to earth. River Shannon, dark and ancient, flowing through town to the sea. Dueling music, the cliffs of Moher, majestic beauty crafted by wind. Galway, Upper Salt Hill, troubadours singing songs from the heart. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Old Killarney, quaint and charming, we drank some pints at O'Connor's pub. Cork City, oh so hilly, we crossed the River Lee on St. Patrick's Bridge, drove to Shandon in the Highlands, viewed the city down below. Blarney Castle, pubs and people, oh Ireland, I love you so. Do 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 do. Oh Dublin, the big Irish apple, city of Ulysses on the Irish Sea. Phoenix Park, Trinity College, saw Mamma Mia at the Point Theatre. Stayed in Sutton on the coast, took Dart into town. River Liffey, Dublin Castle, we hung around Temple Bar. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, thank you everybody.
Yeah, everyone, open up your mics and show some love to Bill. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I love how you went on that journey and then took us with you. That was beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. I took my daughter on 2 trips. One was to Ireland. The second one was to London and Paris.
Nice.
And that second trip, she met some guy from Amsterdam, but she got really sick and she had to stay in bed for a couple days. Talk about bad luck.
Right? The timing on that one.
Yeah. Anyway, but thank you very much.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for sharing. That was awesome.
Beautiful work as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
We love your playing. All right, so coming up next, we have Richard, or also known as Poet of Three Rivers. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have three pieces for you. I think it should be under 4 minutes. This first one is called C'est Ouf. It's about the French election that just happened. The right has long been projected to win, but in the end, instead, they took it on the chin. Marine Le Pen and her buddy Bardella, the French soundly defeated Marine and that fella. The radical right earns no day in the sun. The goddess liberty, the blessed left has a government to run. Can they deliver without too many mistakes from the past and build a coalition for people that'll really last? The Rally National was expected to win, thank the wise French voters who was defeated again. The new Popular Front, true to its name at the end of the voting, had an election to claim. Jordan Bardella was left to weep in his soup, moaning, "The unnatural national alliance makes my former winning and grinning smile droop. Alliance of dishonor have kept him from power. Vive la belle France!" yet was heard from the tower. France, unbowed with the progressive Mélenchon, rises with a cock crow at the crack of dawn. The Green leader, Tondelaire, said, "We are ready to govern when we're called. We'll be there." Not as crazy, it seems, as the Trump of MAGA dreams, with either the government dismantling or their fetid 2025 schemes. So that's the political one. And now I've got two little funny ones for you, two little graphic poems. And let me share my screen. Here we go. It should, yep, share. Yep. Share. Okay. Share, fine. And go, and let's try this again. Here we go. Share. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this first one, I came across a story about aphids, and it just was so charming that I have to share it with you. Here we go. The avuncular aphids. Aphids are primarily from the northern temperate zone. That's exactly where you'll typically find them at home. The little suckers lead an interesting life. They never ever husbands and never ever wives. Although only a few species are serious pests, few bother to know them, so you can guess the rest. Their bodies are pear-shaped, and you know how that goes. Their cute little heads and the massive down belows, all suspended, of course, on 6 spindly legs. And they own 2 exhaust pipes. On this, I won't hedge. They've got 2 exhaust pipes aimed up on high, called cornicles, but you know what? I just figured out why. They exude a defensive fluid called cornicle wax, and it's used in defense, and that's the very pungent facts. Many species are green, while others are white, yellow, red, pink, brown, black, or mottled. But this doesn't tell all, but after that, I must admit, I've been throttled. Some species... Some species have 2 color types, a red and a green, and I would tell you more, but that's all I've seen. When we talk about reproduction, you'll see what I mean. How easily they do it, it's downright obscene. The suckers feed exclusively on sap. The aphids feed on stems, leaves, and even roots. You know that to boot. They reproduce rapidly, forming colonies or clumps, but if you're hoping they had a rich sex life, this may leave you in the dumps. The bodies are pear-shaped. You know how that goes with their cute little heads and their massive down belows, all suspended, of course, on 6 spindly legs. They reproduce rapidly, forming colonies or clumps. But if you're hoping they have a rich sex life, this may leave you in the dumps. Up north, aphids spend their winter as eggs, but they come springtime, those darlings climb out on those crazy spindly legs, and a couple days later, they're having live birth. They're not laying eggs, but it's live birth for all they're worth. Parthenogenetic reproduction is their thing. They don't need a partner to go have a fling. Right off the bat, they go birthing their young without a partner. You see how it's done? Female aphids reproduce for a period of 20 to 30 days. Such are their uses, giving birth from 60 to 100 live nymphs. With so many live births, no wonder they're blown up like blimps. Nymphs quickly mature and can produce within a week. No wasting time for some dating. It's not what they seek. Eggs within these females develop long before birth. It's a wonder their babies don't cover the earth. A newborn aphid can contain within herself not only developing embryos of her daughters, as if that weren't enough, but also of her granddaughters all ready to puff. Aphids can build up a population quite fast. One aphid can produce billions of offspring. Good God, they don't last. Gone by the end of a growing season, only to accomplish all that, she has a heck of a reason to suture the future. Okay, that's one. And the other one, this is a true story. It's called 5 Skunks on My Porch. 5 skunks on my porch. I've got 5 skunks on my porch. This may very well leave you in the lurch. Not exactly the funnest trip to the local church. We opened the door to feed the cat, and we were feeding that. A family of skunks all over the porch. They were rolling and tumbling all in a lurch. The cat, cool as a cucumber, observed it all from high above on her perch with aplomb and du jour. Observed it all disinterested amusement. The skunks were scrambling and snuffling as we watched them all through the doorway in bewildered confusement. We keep a squirt gun by the door to shoo off the errant neighbor's cat from dining on our kitty's smorgasbord, so, well, there's that. But should we squirt the errant skunks that might leave behind their awful funk, or we should leave them forage at will with panache, lest our cat's food continually be their lunch and stash? My wife leapt out and gave them a squirt, letting the powerful stream of water do its work. So surprised were they tumbled away with evidently, my dear, nothing more to say. And that is the 5 skunks on my porch. Thank you so much.
That was so brave to shoot them with a water gun. Oh, that was amazing. Oh my God. Everyone, open your mics and share some love to Poet of Three Rivers. I love it. I think you blew everyone's mind with that aphid one. Like, wow.
I hope it wouldn't bug anybody.
I saw a few of them in New York and I was like, ew!
They're everywhere. I didn't know they gave live birth. That's amazing. It's amazing how gross and amazing it is.
They reproduce asexually, they don't even need a partner. Wow.
It is amazing they're not covering the earth. Like, whew, that was great. Thank you. All right, coming up next on the mic, we have Baba. Were you able to figure out the sound, Baba? Oh, we can't hear you. It says you're unmuted, but we can't hear you. Thomas is saying you may need to exit the room and then come back for it to work. Sometimes that reset does it. So if you want to just jump out and jump back in, that might work. So in the meantime, we'll just take a minute. How's everybody doing? It's been a great show so far. Still thinking about the aphids. Probably never going to stop. We had woolly aphids one time in Georgia. They were little white. They were beautiful, but they were everywhere. They like the sap that the trees drop. It's all food for them. So, and of course, all the ladybugs come in to eat them. It's just the circle of life is amazing.
My wife is a master gardener, and she actually bought 15,000 ladybugs to eat some aphids on her garden. We didn't count them though.
Right. Where would you get them? Like, could you imagine selling ladybugs as a living? That sounds like the job for
It's
me.
like $30 for 15,000. Wow.
It's amazing. I'm imagining a whole barn full of ladybugs now.
I've gotten them before and they're awesome. Yeah.
Is that what it's like where you go to pick them up? There's just ladybugs everywhere.
I got them. They were sealed and they wake up.
Oh, fancy.
Interesting.
I used to get crickets for my lizards. That was fun. They like the grasshoppers better.
When I was a kid, I used to feed lightning bugs to toads. I had pet toads. And the toads, if you gave them enough, the toads would actually light up. It was amazing.
That is magical. You should have your own show. Like, I would listen to all the things that you talk about. Like, yes, please, tell me more.
Thank you so much.
So interesting. I love it.
Now I want to feed lightning bugs to toads.
Right?
What do you think? Should we
Yeah, we'll put MT on. You ready, MT?
Yeah, sure, I'm ready.
You look so ready. All right, let's do this.
All right, cool. What's up, y'all? MT, he, him is my pronouns, and I have a cover from the July issue of my magazine, The Scene. It is called I Hope You Find It. It's by a local poet called named Summer Lemke. And it's really beautiful, so here goes. I hope you find it. The voice that tickles your belly, the softness of the dozing heart, the grazing of lips, the eyes that make you feel whole. I hope you take it drip by drip, piece by piece, every touch, every blink, the washing away of storms that fight in your mind, from the simple words that stain your lips. I hope you see it, the tangling of souls, the melding of worlds, the deepening. I hope you trust it, the knowing, the allowing, the unraveling, the future that always was and the now that always is. I hope you find it, the love that fills every gap within your being, fills every breath that leaves you breathless, the energy you feel you've known forever, the home you find in the chest-to-chest entanglement of their arms. Love, I hope you find it. Oh. You, yes, that's my cover. And to do an original, I'm gonna do this one. It's kind of newer shit. I'm calling it Pendulum because it's the first word in the poem. And here goes. The pendulum swings, never settling, back and forth so it goes. The bedlam brings with it wrestling, stacked against me all my foes. They're lined up waiting to have their way. My mind is hating every day that won't stop fading and still won't stay in place, debating if I'm okay. What would you say if I said I'm fine when you know the opposite's true? You couldn't pay me with a dime to give my 2 cents to you. Yes, to myself I'll keep my secrets, playing it close to the chest. Won't ask for help despite this deep rot, feeling so far from the blessed. So far from good, so far from sound, so far to go, so far I'm bound, tied and tarred and feathered too, left with scars you better do everything they tell you to, or share my fate, consequence ain't few. They're piled up from history, so far from being mystery, I write them in a list for free, add up my bluffs and shit, you see. That without me, things go so smoothly. Could it be that I'm too choosy? Think that I am feeling woozy from the up and down, a doozy. Bluesy is the feeling that's making me all snoozy, so tired yet I'm reeling because the bank didn't approve me. I got no credit, haven't kept my word, and they won't forget it, all the rumors heard. Why won't they dead it, leave it to the birds? It makes my head split, all the pain incurred. It's just so absurd how I hit the curb, can't parallel with the lines all blurred, and I couldn't tell what you said all slurred. This is giving hell, and the pot's all stirred. Such a coward, can't face the truth, can barely get away. Lacking power, yes, since my youth, I guess that you could say that the hour is feeling loose, the time just will not stay. Still, how are you getting through another fucking day? Poem.
Oh, it's dope. I love your bars. Everyone give it up for MT.
Nice. Really like your delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Love it. It was like almost like a rap song and like a moment there. I was like, oh, I like that little vibe we got on. That was dope.
Cadence, you know. And,
Yeah.
Y'all
Awesome.
out there have a very strong performance fire.
Thank you so much, MT. Always a pleasure to see you. Okay, Baba, are we ready? I think I can hear you now.
Okay, you can tell me rather how the sound. You haven't heard the music yet, so we don't know whether it's how
Okay.
sound, right? I didn't come on the Mayflower, came on the good ship Jesus. I'm a star Matilda, Henrietta Marie, chain bound and shackled, glory till I mean a Campbell, copper and Manila, sugar and tobacco, you ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues, to sing my blues, sing my blues. Stopped on evil landing, try to walk on water. I'm a runaway, I'm a renegade, I'm a son of a dusty daughter. You ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues. Sing my blues, sing my blues. Stopped on evil landing, try to walk on water. I'm a runaway, I'm a renegade, I'm a son of a dusty daughter. You ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues, to sing my blues, sing my blues. Jim RBG and Charleston and the other Maroons, Nat Turner and John Brown, Harry Tubman, freedom bound. You ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues, you ain't paid your dues. Sing my blues, sing my blues. Work from sun up to sundown, black baby sold by the pound, ancestors buried in hallowed ground. You ain't paid your dues. The world seems like a big plantation. I'm just trying to get my reparations, cause now you ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues. Sing my blues, sing my blues. Yeah. So that's one. I got another one. I'm changing instruments though. Give me a second.
All right, that was awesome.
That was a
Nicely done, man. Nicely done.
3-string cigar box guitar. This one here is a 12-string. It's not a cigar box, but it's 12-string. This is a song off of one of my CDs. The name of the song and the name of the CD is A Conversation with A Shoe. Went down to the crossroads, had a talk with A Shoe. Went down to the crossroads, yeah, had a little talk with A Shoe. Say things ain't looking too good, Baba me. Tell me what I can do. Well, the first thing you can do, well, tell folk I'm not the devil, no, no. Well, the first thing you can do, well, tell folk I'm not the devil, well. Just so you know, the devil is the one that does the evil. Well, I know that's the truth. That's why I sing this song. Well, I know that's the truth, yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I sing this song. Well, I know you're the one who determines what's right from wrong. Well, neighbor, tell me now, what's your occupation? Oh, Baba, Legba, Leroy, yeah, tell me what's your occupation? Well, I stand at the crossroads, delivering your prayers from earth to heaven. Oh, Papa Legba, Leroy, yeah, Eshu. How did you get such a bad name? Oh, Papa Abel, how did you get such a bad name? Said the real devil worshippers needed somebody to blame. Oh, Papa Abel, Leroy, you know I need you. You know I've been down on my luck. Oh, Papa Abel, know I've been down on my luck. I hear you're the king of calories, that's money. Please bring me big bucks. Oh, Papa Abel, Leroy, Papa Eshu, tell me now, what can I bring to you? Oh, Papa Abel, Baba Eshu, what can I bring to you? Dried fish, palm oil, and a little gin or do. Well, I went down to the crossroads, had a talk with Eshu. Went down to the crossroads, yeah. Had a little talk with Eshu. Said things ain't looking too good, Baba me. Please tell me now. Tell me what I could do.
Oh, that was
Nicely
amazing.
done, Baba. Nicely done, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh my God. Everybody unmute and please give it up for Baba.
Yes, that took me away.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Wow.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you so much.
thank you, universe. Because I've been wanting Baba to grace the Open Minds universe for quite some time. Ever since being introduced to your work in at the New Rican Poets Cafe, I'm just like, please come this way. And I'm just glad that this is, we have made this happen. So with that said, everybody please give an open minds, open arms welcome to Baba Ngoma.
Yeah, Baba.
100% blown away. So blown away.
Thank you.
Yes. Excellent. Superb. Blues at its best.
Thanks, y'all. I got a poem too, if you like.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, please.
Here's a poem. Found my glasses here. This is called The Statue of Liberty is Pissed. The Statue of Liberty is pissed. She's got "Give me your tired, your poor" carved in stone at her feet, but originally there were chains around her ankles. They still remain. That's why Trumpo Skin Thin has the nerve to say immigrants ruined the country. I guess he cut class when the truth was told. We are not minorities. We are oppressed nationalities. The world is full of oppressed nationalities. War is profitable. So the dispossessed still struggle to own their own tomorrow. Ignorance tried to crucify democracy, but she refuses to die. So we're at the dollar store where everything costs $2, wondering how much that balloon of inflation can stand before it explodes. And I'm thinking, what about a world without TV? There are so many starving, displaced from their homes by the rocket's red glare, who never knew what Xbox was like. Now the children are quick on the trigger finger, practicing for never-ending war. When their world is demolished, yesterday will never be again. We struggle for existence, pondering what the future might be. Since a world war seems inevitable, the news makes revelation seem like a fairy tale, and everyone is depending on hope. But hope is lost, destroyed in Gaza, as professional victims act like Hitler. The Fourth Reich seems like a house party, and Armageddon is much more than a Bible story waiting for reality. Maybe Elijah was right.
That was very powerful. So glad you shared it. Thank you. Everyone, open your mics. Wow. The whole world is going crazy. Thank you for saying it.
Yeah.
Okay, next on the mic, I believe we have Parquillian. Is that right? Parquillian, if you could bless us with some words.
Thank you so much, Catalyst, and everyone. All this music and references to music and other things are reminding me of a friend of mine. I used to go to lots of music and other types of events with in between periods where he'd just disappear for a while dealing with some issues from childhood. This is an elegy called Rocky Folkspear. Kind of a long one for thought it might work today. And this is in loving memory of Peter Folger, whose name can be translated as rock, folk spear. Echoes of stadia bring me back to shadows of memories of rocky relations that flicker to life in staggered stages, of crimson connections to counters of crows, the mystery man who married a shoe, ignoring the carpenter passing the hat as you and her brother caroused all night, not knowing what the future would show. With games in the yards and the federal field and also beneath the freeway arch, chasing a ball lifted up to the sky from a land down under the silent sea, where stones curled away on pebbled ice to seal a season curiously free of brushing the slush at shouting signs, exposing my logocentricity. You focused on fixing a housewarming ficus, free from all bondage you flailed against on one final walk through the neighborhood trails, on a floor more lately chaotically fluid to flourish for years before finally failing and leaving leaves littered among the debris around your speakers set up in my space for the sharing of music with friends. We'd watch those vibrant hothouse flowers behind the shockingly mellow Michelle, unlike the one pouring out bass desires beside the shell that showed rusty roots, bound by hookback cerulean harps that traveled about in a bandolier, with rumors of random precision that ring and will shine ever on in my mind. Like the guard you called out for a single pierced lobe, bringing him down to more calmly explain than you or I had a right to expect the customs of his Carolina home. And soon the signs of the end of times, thus sending us down the signing line, recalling the songs of a double star and a church that was named for my aunt. Or casually getting yourself called out for offering an officer a good day too far, when told not to turn on the way to Zigay at the new 9:30 one evening in May. And then there's the time we were stunned to see Matheny's orchestrionic reveal that flitter and flare around the curved wooden walls of the hall by the mansion on the hill. I'm taken back to the stage of the arena and the post where the weather was always quite glad while the young ones sang tales of a valley so green. As Janice, inspired by the voice of Aretha, was 24 all over again on every single singing night while hauntingly breaking another piece of our hearts resounding with joy. You'd order Italian at Eritrean venues as we'd witnessed bottled sriracha fire go sauntering by in a promenade, then rush in to view unorthodox skies or hazy sights of seasonal lights while heading to hear a harmonious ocean cutting fine figures of intricate folk in a round around a solstice time. My thoughts turned to you at the Lupine Lure as we lay beneath the limitless sky, remembering your gift of years before we listened long to the whiler of time. While long-buried memories flickered anew, you asked me to help you commit one last time, but called to postpone that next walk through the woods just minutes before your collapse. The words of your favorite Jedi we heard, his theme song resounding the stairway as well, along with a now controversial hail on a campus of earlier Shakespeare pursuits. We gathered around a bumper crop of memories carefully strewn about to reminisce and fearlessly hope as Eric cried his heavenly tears. You'd finally found in your wandering way some asylum for your soul. And then for my cover, this is a haiku by Peter. Pie being eaten, fully enjoyed with each gulp, a sea of pleasure. And thank you so much.
That was beautiful. I feel like I just ate pie. And your first one made me think about so many different things. I'm throwing down words to look up. Thank you so much. Everyone, open your mics. Share some love with Martin. Parquillian.
Nicely done, man.
Beautiful, gorgeous as always. Thank you, Martin. So I think next up we have Debby. Debby, are you ready?
Okay. I haven't been writing much, but I've got a Baudelaire cover, and I have an announcement that my poetry chapbook is live, and I will put a link in the chat. It's good. Y'all have heard most of it. You haven't seen it. I designed rather nice books, and it's got a frog corpse wraparound photo cover. So even the cover itself is worth the $11.59 of the book. I also included a me and Gustav's collab. So that was nice to be able to be working on the manuscript and having a place I could slip that in. Oh, yeah, I do have two covers, actually. I had found some lyrics to something I wanted to do, and also a poem. Where is that? Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had ever been here before, I would probably know just what to do. Don't you? If I had ever been here before, on another time around the wheel, I would probably know just how to deal with all of you. And I feel like I've been here before. Feel like I've been here before. And you know, it makes me wonder what's going on under the ground. Do you know? Don't you wonder what's going on down under you? We have all been here before. We have all been here before. So that is obviously Deja Vu. And I'm going to read out of this Baudelaire book, Paris Spleen. Venus and the Motley Fool. What a wonderful day. The vast park lies swooning under the sun's burning eye like youth under love's dominion. Not a sound gives voice to the universal ecstasy of things. Even the waters seem to be asleep. Quite unlike human holidays, this is an orgy of silence. It is as though an ever more luminous light kept making each object glitter with an ever more dazzling splendor, as though the frenzied flowers were trying to rival the azure of the sky by the intensity of their colors, as though the heat, making the perfumes visible, were drawing them up to the sun like smoke. Yet in the midst of all this universal joy, I caught sight of a grief-stricken soul. At the feet of a colossal Venus, all of a heap against the pedestal, one of those so-called fools, those voluntary buffoons who, with cap and bells and tricked out in a ridiculous and gaudy costume, are called upon to make kings laugh when they are beset by boredom or remorse, raises his tear-filled eyes toward the immortal goddess. And his eyes say, I am the least and the loneliest of men, deprived of love and friendship, wherein I am inferior even to the lowest animals. Yet I too am made to understand and to feel immortal beauty. Ah, goddess, take pity on my fever and my pain. But the implacable goddess, with her marble eyes, continues to gaze into the distance at I know not what. Thank you for listening.
Wow. I just love you,
Yeah,
Debby.
that
That
made me
was
want to
awesome.
cry, but
Nicely done, Debbie.
Oh. So dope, Debby. We love you. Do you have a link to your chat book? There it is. Look at you. Oh, you're so good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful book. I mean, course, I always like my own writing, but it's like really nicely designed also. And it would be my greatest honor if I knew that any of the members of this community were having it on their shelf. So there it is. I find a good thing to do is just put it in your cart. And then if you don't have Amazon Prime and you happen to be buying another book and you add this book to it, you somehow suddenly get to get 2 books for the shipping price of one thing. So that's how I do. Thank you for considering it.
I love the photo too. You said that was Frog? Yeah, it's beautiful, the wraparound photo. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Debbie. Okay, I'm not sure who's next on the list, if I'm honest. Dre, where are we at? Marianne? Okay. Marianne, could you bless us with some magic, please?
Well, thank you very much. It would surely be my pleasure. Nice to see you, Catalyst, Alma, and poet friends. Sorry to be so very late this evening. It's been a bit of a day. I was feeling nostalgic this week, and I wrote a poem, and I'd like to also share a cover. Where do you put love that works so hard, raising its eager head at the slightest footstep? Where do you put love that sees with clear eyes a match not heaven made, but here on earth made heavenly? Where do you put love exhausted by the stoking of the heartbeat that drives on, detoured from the could have been toward the yet might be? Where do you put love that still blooms in the mind, blossoms in the body, and rests under the skin? And I was absolutely honored when our friend, poet Leonard Lunt, read that poem on Facebook and decided to make a response. So I'd like to share the poem that he wrote in response to the poem that I wrote. It's called Places for Love. You put love in that room within your heart where the person who offered it to you will always be. You put it on your nightstand to serve as a towel for tears, sad and happy alike. You hang it in your closet to be taken out when you need an extra layer to ward off the cold, shield you from the sun when you venture out into the larger world. You fold it neatly, put it under your pillow to take out and clasp when the lonely comes. You accept it and use it, knowing it makes no demands and never will. Return it when you can, knowing the giving is a gift to lover and loved. Keep it against all fortune, knowing it ebbs and flows and never threatens in any way. Thank you for allowing me to share those poems with you tonight.
Oh, those were gorgeous, Marianne. Thank you so much for the share. Everyone,
Pleasure's
open your
mine.
mics.
Thank
Oh,
you. Beautiful.
So much.
Very nice.
absolutely gorgeous. I love that. The love, knowing it makes no demands and never will. Like that's the stuff right there. So beautiful. Thank you so
It's
much.
giving so many emotional pieces up coming up like just recently, and I'm over here sniffling a little.
It's been a very beautiful, magical, loving evening. Thank you all for coming together tonight with us. I love it. Okay, so next we have Terri, I believe. Terri, would you bless us with some magic? Yeah.
Now for something completely different. Not beautiful. Okay. I'm telling you, I don't write beautiful anything. Okay, so Panku, I don't know if you guys know what that is. There was a girl by the name of Lizzie, and she went by the Beanie God, and her handle was Deadpan Lizzie, I believe it was, yeah, the whole thing. Because I haven't seen her in so long, I can't remember what she used to call herself. But anyway, she wrote this book she came up with this own form, and it was called Panku, and there are 9 syllable lines or 9 stanzas, or 9-syllable lines and 9 stanzas. There's a lot of different combinations, but they all involve the number 9. So I wrote this poem about watching Netflix. All right. Binge watching Dead Like Me seasons never gets old. Deadpan humor embedded in interesting storylines are addicting. Quirky characters all dead yet alive as the undead. Gravelings demonstrate how many ways there are to die. Killed by speedy toilet seat, no place to run. George supposed to be dead, written on post-it. Said she had her whole life ahead of her. Her eternal assignment, reaping human souls, is mindfuckery. Jumping into the afterlife brings an end to it. So that's my panku. That was 9 stanzas, and then I believe 9 words per stanza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 9 words per stanza. Okay, and then I have another short piece called it's a Skylark poem. I don't remember the rules of a Skylark poem, but this is a Skylark poem. Scratchy uniforms, blue and black plaid, crisp white blouse, snap tie around. Hot neck, in summer, sweaty pits, always smelly, self-conscious raise hand. In class, Catholic school, 8 years of hell. Graduation, freedom from tyranny. And that's mine. Thanks.
Oh, it was awesome. You did the Panku justice. That was wicked. I'm sure Deadpan will be very impressed. And the second one, nailed it. I'm in that feeling right now, so I'm with you on that. Everyone, open up your mics and show some love to Terry R.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Absolutely delightful.
Beautiful.
It sounds like absolutely delightful. Should have an evil laugh after it.
Yeah, certainly.
That was a good one.
Vincent Price.
Okay. Coming up next, we have John. John, could you unmute and bless us with some words? Or some magic or whatever you got for us. We're ready.
Hello, everyone. I wasn't expecting that, but okay, give me 1 second.
Is this your first time here, John?
It is my second. My first was many weeks ago.
Okay,
So,
well, welcome back.
thank
We
you.
love you.
I assumed that there would be a little bit more of a queue, but not a problem. So I got a couple of things I can throw out here. So this first one is a work in progress. It's taking more of the form of a song, but and it doesn't have a title yet, but I'll throw it out there. Today I wore a mask, one I'd not worn for a while, through the veneer and shattered glass. I'm not one for falling down, but I guess it's back in style. We all play parts crafted from broken hearts, standing eye to eye with indecision. I want to find my way to a brighter day, separate myself from our schism. Today I walked away from the path that I have paved. Though it takes me back through the looking glass, it's a bitter pill I swallow. We all play parts crafted from broken hearts, standing eye to eye with indecision. I want to find my way to a brighter day, separate myself from our schism. That's that. And then this one's called Forget Me Not. I suppose you'd call it a bid for connection. I'm eyeing some time with the ties that bind. It's not like the knot couldn't fray as they tighten. An eternal lament that we ended up this way. Something new, misconstrued, feeding doom where there should be another design. Take a ride that's unkind with a pain we shouldn't have to decide. I'm sorry that it came to this. I miss your touch and I miss your kiss. Falling away from what once was bliss, I long to be strong and one more chance with this. So forget me not, because we can be more than we've been.
Okay, now I remember you. That was beautiful.
Um, and then I think I'll just do one more short one. This is called I Am. I am a man watching an hourglass of sand, a constant in my hands, fragile yet in command. A demand or a plan, I'm hearing more of the same. You say my name, my mistakes stated plainly laid out, like the shades that you hang, the drapes that define what I hide in my mind, painting the pictures through the eyes of the blind.
Painting the pictures through the eyes of the blind. Oh, what? That was fire.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. Everyone, open up your mics, show some love.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you so much for sharing. You got everybody over here just clapping it up.
Thank you.
Beautiful work. Okay, where are we at on the list? I think we're at Alma now. Is that right? Yeah? All right, Alma. Could you bless us with some
Oh, yes.
magic?
Hold on a second.
I know it's sneaking up on everyone. Sorry.
I'm actually not ready yet, so I'm gonna tell Dre to go first.
Okay, I'll take up on that. With that said, hello everybody. It's a me, Dre. Okay, so I got a cover, I have an original. I'm gonna start with the cover first. And with this cover, I'm gonna be hyping up Mighty Mike McGee, who's going to be appearing at the Slam Jam this Saturday at this very Zoom room at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So please come by to experience the work of a legendary slam poet, Mighty Mike McGee. Don't sleep on him. Anyway, here's here's a fun poem. He did a very brief series where he was talking about his flatulence around notable people. So here's Farting with the Stars, Part 1. In 2003, Viggo Mortensen was the first celebrity I ever farted in front. We had just performed at a poetry event and were alone in the upstairs green room of the Beyond Baroque Theater bookstore near Los Angeles. The star of such films as the Lord of the Rings trilogy and Hidalgo approached me with compliments and questions. I was first mesmerized by how shockingly handsome he was in person, and then by his lack of awareness of the fact that I just enveloped both of us with the spirit of a burrito I had eaten an hour and a half prior. Vigo wanted to know if I had watched his performance and if I had any advice on how to use a microphone. I was shocked and honored. I had never known a man who could be so humble and beautiful. A part of me wanted to know what it might be like to punch him in the mouth with my mouth. But there's nothing like spilling your own personal collection of methane to cockblock yourself. As my cheeks did their best to dam the remainder of the silent, awful river, he spoke with quiet intensity. You are a very good performer. He never flinched or signaled any pain or discomfort throughout our conversation. I thanked him again and again, understanding now why so many people around the world were attracted to him. I was so comfortable in his presence that I had a sense that I could have let the rest of it out in front of him. He likely would have not noticed, and if he had, I think he would have applauded my efforts. Might he be preparing himself for a role in a film as a sewage worker? Was he such the thespian that he could act away his sense of smell at the first sign of danger? It didn't matter. His ability to make that room feel like my bathroom was unforgettable. Poem. So there's that. Again, Mighty Mike McGee, Slam Jam, this Saturday, this Zoom room. All performance artists are welcome. And since Alma's back, I'm gonna do my damnness to make her smile. Because damn it, I miss that face and I miss that smile. Anyway, here is Proper Hunger. Oh, Mumsy, beacon of light, render my hunger out of sight. I think you gave me the wrong Wonka chocolate bar, but the definition of wrong can be subjective. I feel fine, just abysmal hunger swallow me whole, mother. Mum, my tum-tummy needs a little yum-yum, so give me some of that fun for my tum-tum. I want to be goblin on some cheddar goblin mac and cheese, please. Give me soup, give me fries, give me burgers from Five Guys. Ooh, yeah! Ravioli, ravioli, feed me all the cannolis. Me want honeycomb, me want cookie crisp, me wants chilies, baby back ribs. Mother, I wish for crab rangoon. Mother, the Rangoon, mother. Do I need to embarrass you in public again, mother? Do I have to gaslight you into thinking you aren't a good mother so I can get my proper helping of Rangoon, mother? Why must we exercise such measures onto you, mother? I am only just a young lad who is looking at pasta salad the way Dan Schneider looks at his child's stars, or the way thieves look at expensive cars. I'm hungry and I cannot control myself anymore, mother. I will flip this peaceful afternoon onto hell on earth if you don't get me food, specifically the Rangoon, mother. And if I have to repeat myself once more, mother, so help me God, in the name of Rangoon, there'll be nobody to blame but yourself when the inevitable occurs if we do not feed this belly. The Rangoon, mother. Feed me the Rangoon. Poem. Thank you.
You always make me hungry. Every open mic I see you in, you always make me hungry.
I sent Dre a picture of this meme today that said from I saved it. I had saved it from January 2023. Right? It's or something like that. Anyway.
It was, yeah.
Right? And it said, "Oh, is it like drugs?" And it's like, "It's better than drugs, Jeremy." And it was really good.
Talk about crab rangoon and how her hunger for the Rangoon has dated back to us knowing each other. So it's like,
no, before.
Like I said before. Yeah, way before. Like I said, this is like, so us meeting, it was just like a spiritual thing that needed to happen because of the Rangoon.
When he read the Rangoon poem, I was like, who the hell do you think you are? But yeah, it's good.
I
love that poem. I love that poem. Yeah. That's one of my favorite poems.
I loved was it a cover about farting on Aragorn? King of Gondor?
Oh, that cover was, yeah, about
was it how, a cover?
Yeah, that cover on how Mike McGee farted near Viggo Mortensen.
Yo, that shit had me dying.
And then there's a couple other ones. Like there's another one in here, I guess, where he farted near Marilyn Manson.
I love it. Oh, we're gonna have to ask him about it. That's how I know him now. I
I'm sorry, I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings when I was younger, so like that part of me is just dying still. She's still dying laughing. Amazing, Dre. Thank you so much. Always an amazing performance from you and your many voices. I love it. Okay, Alma, are you ready, my dear?
I'm gonna try, I guess. I wanted to read a Neruda piece that is Poema 20, and it's in Spanish, so it makes me emotional, so I probably am gonna mess this up. Puedo escribir los versos más tristes esta noche. Escribir, por ejemplo, la noche está estrellada y tiritan azules los astros a lo lejos. El viento de la noche gira en el cielo y canta. Puedo escribir los versos más tristes esta noche. Yo la quise y a veces ella también me quiso. En las noches como esta la tuve entre mis brazos. La besé tantas veces bajo el cielo infinito. Ella me quiso, a veces yo también la quería. ¿Cómo no haber amado sus grandes ojos fijos? Puedo escribir los versos más tristes esta noche. Pensar que no la tengo, sentir que la he perdido, oír la noche inmensa, más inmensa sin ella, y el verso cae al alma como el pasto rocío. ¿Qué importa que mi amor no pudiera guardarla? La noche está estrellada y ella no está conmigo. Eso es todo. A lo lejos alguien canta, a lo lejos. Mi alma no se contenta con haberla perdido. Como para acercarla mi mirada la busca, mi corazón la busca y ella no está conmigo. La misma noche que hace blanquear los mismos árboles, nosotros, los de entonces, ya no somos los mismos. Ya no la quiero, es cierto, pero cuánto la quise. Mi voz buscaba el viento para tocar su oído. De otro, será de otro, como antes de mis besos. Su voz, su cuerpo claro, sus ojos infinitos. Ya no la quiero, es cierto, pero tal vez la quiero. Es tan corto el amor y tan largo el olvido, porque en noches como esta la tuve entre mis brazos. Mi alma no se contenta con haberla perdido, aunque este sea el último dolor que ella me cause, y estos sean los últimos versos que yo le escribo. I need a minute. And that's the end of the poem.
It was beautiful. Thank you.
And for my piece, I'm going to recite or try to recite one that I finally memorized or feel like I memorized. Because Gustav like sort of made me want to do that. I might not be able to get through this actually.
That's okay. We're here for you.
This one is titled, There Are Men Who Will Say I Knew Nothing of God. I know nothing of God. I know every time I've needed to feel clean, the sky has provided torrent without me needing to ask. And for all my fatherlessness, I have known the wind at my back, in my hair. I have known the sun on my skin, at my heels. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll do it next time. Sorry, guys. No, I can't.
We
All right.
really appreciate
Thank you.
that. That was beautiful.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. Oh, you did great.
Sorry, I'm choking up. I can't do this. Love y'all.
Love you too. Looking forward to hearing the end of that sometime. Thank you so much, Alma. Everyone show some love.
Everybody give it up for Alma.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. We love y'all.
Thank you for all you do, Alma.
It's great to see you back on this platform.
And it's really nice to see you all. Thank you.
Hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I know it's hard on Mondays. I mean, I get this before the show, but then I see you guys and I'm like, all right, let's do it. But I'm really grateful that you're all here tonight. It really means a lot to me. Monday nights are becoming a little musical, I feel like. That's kind of the theme, it feels. And I know Gustav would love that, so. Just thank you all for being here. And I love each and every one of you. There you go. Oh, Thomas is coming in too. He's got some love.
Do we have an episode of Heart of the Artist this week?
You know, I haven't talked to Whisper about it. I kind of sent her a message where are we at, but I don't think we have anything planned, so maybe just it'll be coming back soon. I mean, we can't end it. It's amazing, so just take a little break for now.
In that case, let's just take this quick time to hype up this Friday. This Friday we have a really dope feature lined up. Chicago's own Billy Tuggle will be gracing our stage Friday night. You don't want to miss that. Oh man, I love seeing this cat roll. If you haven't before, you're in for a treat. And again, the following day, Saturday, the Slam Jam, we're gonna have Mighty Mike McGee, pioneer, legendary slam poet, who's gone on and do many other platforms. He's gonna be our special guest coach on the Slam Jam. So if you have any pieces you want to workshop and want his feedback from, bring them at the Slam Jam this Saturday through this Zoom room, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, this is how we roll every week. Do at least 3 shows a week. Am I right, Catalyst?
Definitely, we gotta get together and share stuff, or we go crazy, or it's a must. This is therapy for us, so we'll be here every week. Wherever you guys want to be, we'll be here.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram at Open Minds Open Mic if you haven't already, to keep in tune as to all our future events. Until next time, please keep writing and please keep loving. Peace and love, y'all.
Take care, everyone. Have a beautiful night.